Hello, stranger. It's been a minute since we last kicked it.
Hello lovelies, and welcome back to another 9Lux Nails video. Today we are doing a fill-in on my brand ambassador, and we're getting started by removing her old set. If you like this set, I do have a previous video, so go ahead and check that out and then come back and watch this one because they both are so good. So I'm starting with old cuticle nippers, and I'm just removing all of the 3D that I glued down. And as you can see, the stones are not budging. The extreme diamond gel is the truth, so I'm not going to tussle with these stones right now. I'm going to continue removing the 3D and start getting the gel polish and all the excess glue off of the nails so that we can start on her fill-in. So to remove my old gel polish, I like to use a extremely fine ceramic drill bit, and I will use it on a speed of 7 and just gently remove all of the gel polish. I like to use the fine grit drill bit because I don't want to debulk the nail, so I don't really want to take away any of the acrylic. I only want to remove the polish, and sometimes a coarser drill bit or even a metal drill bit will take away or just create chunks in the acrylic. And of course I'm going to rebalance the nails, but I just don't want it to completely take away chunks of acrylic. If you know, you know, some of those drill bits are just pretty hard. So for me and what I like to do, I just use a extremely fine drill bit and remove the gel polish, and then go in with my sanding band to remove any excess that did not come off from that layer, and then go in and do my prep and fill in. So stay tuned. Now, for my stones, the cuticle nippers just was not cutting it. So I'm going in with my cuticle drill bit, and it is the very pointy and cone shaped cuticle bit. This does lift the cuticle from the nail plate, and you're able to clip more of the dead skin versus it being stuck down to the nail plate. That's manicure. We back to the full set. I'm sorry if I'm rambling. It is like 10 o'clock at night, and I'm trying to get this voiceover done because I do want to upload it for you guys before Friday the 13th. I just think it would be a great set for y'all to see. So trying to get it done, and yes, I had a long work day, so your girl pretty sleepy, but we're gonna get this video done. And now back to these stones. I am taking that cuticle bit just to etch up some of the extreme diamond gel because it was just on so hard. I do reinforce my stones after I put them down, so I was probably pretty heavy handed with the extreme diamond gel this day because I did not want those large charms to move at all, and obviously they did not. So I'm just going to keep etching and sketching and clipping at the glue that's around those large stones, and eventually they did come off, but I'm trying to stay gentle because these nails are pretty long and I don't want to rip the nail up from the nail bed or hurt my client or anything. So it may look aggressive, but I'm being as gentle as possible. And one thing about it, those stones were trying to embarrass me in front of my homegirl, but I was persistent and I got those nails super clean. So now I'm going in to do my fill, and I am using the Mia Secret Cover Nude Blush Acrylic, my all-time favorite base, to put on my clients. And I'm just going to fill in that cuticle area and rebalance any of the areas that I feel may not give me the foundation that I'm looking for. So I always make sure to double reinforce the not only the cuticle area but also the center of the nails, especially when they're this long. And just due to wear and tear, I always reinforce the point on my stilettos because with the end filing, I will be able to just make sure that shape is still there. I don't want them to get dull or rounded, so I just want to make sure that it still has the structure and thickness so that it still gives very much stiletto throughout the remaining time that she will be wearing these nails. And y'all, let me just say, I love, love, love a full set. It's nothing like a brand new set, but I overlove a fill-in. Like, to make something look brand new again, I just love how a fill-in looks brand new again. Like, I don't know. I love doing fill-ins way more than I do a full set. I don't know. I love both, but fill-in, I would do her all the time. Okay, so I'm gonna let y'all finish watching this fill-in process, and then we'll get started on designing these nails. And now that the acrylic is laid, I'm going in with my 80/80 grit nail file, and I'm just going underneath the nails to regain my very straight sides and shaping of these stiletto nails. So I'm just working the sides very straight. I'm not curving or anything. I am going underneath the nails and along the side, but I'm making sure that they are very straight and that there is no excess acrylic underneath the nails. And then to buff and finish off the nails, I'm going in with my sanding band and I'm just going to safely go around my client's cuticles. I'm so good at this. My nails literally barely get any lifting. My clients are able to wear their nails for 4 to 6 weeks at minimum, depending on length and things like that. And then yeah, I love using the sanding band. I'm not a fan of just using metal drill bits near the cuticle area as well as like just on the nails in general because I feel like it's too harsh. So I'm always going to use a ceramic drill bit and a sanding band and just keep it safe because for me, I still get the finished look that I desire. So I'm going in with this sanding band and it is a medium coarse sanding band, and I'm just going in on a speed of 11 and safely removing and shaping up the nails to my liking. I love the cuticle area to be very flush, and then just working and making sure everything is smooth and going at the appropriate angles to get the best shaping. So I'm just working with my eyes and making sure that they look flawless. So I have finished buffing the nails and I got them all clean, and we're going right into the artwork. I am using Beetles brand polish for this design, and I'm only using a few colors. I will use black, white, and 3 different gray shades, and then a red chrome to complete this set. And in my white, I'm doing the characters on this white base, but I did add a little glow in the dark pigment to my white gel polish so that they glow in the dark. And I did ask her to send me a picture of them glowing because we did these very early in the morning, but she never sent the picture, so we didn't get the glow effect, but they definitely glowed in the dark. So I'm just going to mix this pigment in and get the right consistency, and then I will go in with my petal brush. This isn't an art brush, but I didn't have the specific art brush that I wanted, so I will go in with my flower petal brush and just brush on this polish and do 2 coats on each finger. So stay tuned, we're getting ready for the good stuff. So as you can see, this is my petal brush. It isn't a specific art brush, but I did not want to get that glow pigment into my regular white bottle, so I just grabbed the nearest thing, and it was this petal brush. So I'm just going to paint on the gel polish like I would normally, and then I will do 2 coats, and we will begin drawing the artwork. Before I begin drawing, I am going in with the Beetles brand matte top coat. I did want to just have a nice flat and matte base to draw on. When I did paint on the gel polish with the pigment, it gave it a rough surface. It kind of resembled an emery board actually. So to give me a nice smooth base to draw on so that my lines are still very much thin and straight and not spreading into the grooves of that polish, I just went in with a matte top coat. So after I take the matte out, we'll get started drawing the characters, and I'm not going to talk through the drawing. Only if it's necessary, I will say exactly what I'm doing. Now going in with my Beetles brand art brush, I'm just going to do the border for the picture, but I would say it's self-explanatory, but it's not. So I'm doing a ombre effect. So I use the black and then a mid gray and then a lighter gray, and I just layered those three on top of each other, and then I will go in with the sponge. They have mini sponges. I will link it. It's on Amazon, but they have the little tool with the mini sponges, and I just go in with one of those mini sponges and just buff out that border to make it have more of a Halloween dusty kind of effect. So I was just going with the flow. I have not seen this done before, but my head just said place those colors on and kind of fade it out a little bit. So I was just going with the flow, and I absolutely love how this effect turned out. I cannot wait till the Halloween season to add this to more of my designs, and I will be doing it in different colors because it was actually a pretty cool effect to give it like a Walking Dead kind of effect. I don't know, I loved it. So I'm going in with the black first, then a dark medium gray, and then a light gray, and then I'll go in with the sponge and sponge that out. So that's probably the only thing that I have to explain when it comes to the drawing and artwork on this finger. So outside of that, you guys can just watch me draw these characters. So now that I'm watching this on the replay, I'm noticing that I spent a little too much time because, like I said, I was going with the flow. So I was going to make it blend myself. So I thought I was going to keep swiping that polish back and forth, but I was like, no ma'am, that's going to take way too much time. So as a second thought, I thought to get the sponges, but I was going to try to ombre this myself. And as you can see, I'm working for dear life trying to blend those colors, but it's just not giving what I wanted it to give. So once it click in my head, y'all will see, I'm like, oh, let me get the sponges because this not going the way I wanted it to go. So I spent a little too much time doing that, but once you see me do, because I have to do it 3 more times after this time, I'll get the hang of it. And that's just how it is when you're doing freestyle and artwork. You just got to trust the process. So here is the sponges. It came in that little case, and it also had a silver little thing that you just clamp on the sponge, but I wanted to be more in control by using my hands. So I just grabbed one of the little sponges. They're cut into little cubes, and then I was like, okay, now I think I'm getting what I wanted to get. So I'm just going to play around with it, rebuild up some of the areas, and yes, now that's giving what I wanted to give without being so pigmented on the nail, because I did not want to overcrowd the actual design that was going to be in the center. And when you see me wiggle and move that finger around like that means I approve. So I love how that look, and I went on to the next section, and it is on a stiletto. So I'm doing it at an angle, and it just really gave a great effect. The inspo picture that I used from was, I believe, a square shaped nail, so I just customized it to stiletto nails. But I love how the effect turned out, as well as the painting. So I'm just going to fly through these little borders, and we're almost ready to draw. So now I have all 4 areas done and it came out and look so good. So I'm just going to touch up the bottom part to get my little darkness back, and I'll cure those in the light and begin drawing my character. So I'm not going to talk through this drawing, but I hope you guys enjoy, and always remember the number one tip when drawing anything with different size lines and techniques is less is more. So start with less polish and build up as you go. You don't want to start with a full ball of polish on the tip of your brush, because it just may create larger lines than what you are expecting. So I'm going to zip it and let you guys enjoy these characters come to life. It's so nice to look at on the replay. I love it. And now I'm going to add the last little detail, and look how they came to life. I was so impressed. I was so pleased. We was like, ah, we was screaming. We love when we do her nails. Oh my God, we do the best and have the best time. So now I'm going in with my Beatles brand matte, and I'm just going to matte out this drawing, and then I'll go in with some red from Beatles and just add a little bloody and drippy effects to bring some color. And I was so impressed with the drawings as is, but when you add that red on top of the black and white, chef's freaking kiss. They turned up times 10. I loved them even more after we added the red. So just watch how it comes to life. Just watch. Like, be for real. That turned these nails up times 20. That little effect of like blood splat. Oh my God. It turned those up so much. I love Halloween nails so bad. I don't get dressed up and stuff, but oh my goodness, they look so good. I love it. And I did add the red on top of the matte and not matte it, because that glossy effect just turns it up even more because the blood actually looks wet. So that's a key thing if you're going to do little blood driplets on Halloween sets. Leave the blood wet and let the nail be matte, and it just adds another layer of realness, like realisticness to it. We love it. And now to finish off the set on the opposite hand, I'm just going to do a chrome textured Frenchie. So I'm going in with my squeeze tube rhinestone glue, and I'm just going to squeeze on some squiggles and add a little dimension, and then we'll go in with the Beatles black gel polish on the squiggles. I used to do this so backwards and create the shape first with the gel polish and then go in with my squeeze tube, but it makes you overwork. So do your 3D effect first and then polish on top of it, and it will definitely save you time if nothing else. So in this tube, I'm running out, but one thing about it, I pay for this stuff. I'm going to use it all the way to the end. So I'm just going to figure out how to get all the rest of this gel out of this tube and onto her nails. So you're going to see me struggling. I'm going to twist that bottle every way but the right way, because I want to get all of this gel out of here before I open the next tube. I do buy in bulk, so I probably have 4 of them on standby, but I want to get all the gel out of there. So don't say nothing because I'm twisting that thing up, because it's mine and I'm using all of it. So I'm just going to continue freestyling these squiggles, and I'm making sure that they are not all in unison. Y'all know how I am with my motion. Everything has to be different. So some of them I'm doing, high and low. Some of them I'm doing a little wider, a little different, because I really want it to look like motion on the set. These 2 characters are the only artwork that I will be doing on this set, so all of the remaining fingers will get the textured chrome tips. And y'all saw from the thumbnail, I gotta make this set into a press on, because I want them, I need them, and I will wear them every year for Halloween. Like, oh, they was so good. It was so good. I mean, I done her nails again, so having to take those off, oh my God, they was good. They was so good. Stay tuned to the end, y'all. We gonna keep putting the 3D on here. I'm just doing my little back and forth motion, because with that 3D gel, it is pretty thick, but I don't want it to spread or move or start dripping and change the shape. So I'm doing a little back and forth, quick cure, maybe 10 seconds, because every time I put it back in, the gel was still dry, but I want it to hold its place. So I'm just going to go in and finish doing the motions, add a little bit of extra texture into the middle, and then we'll polish with the black. So let me let y'all catch up to that point because I am a little ahead of myself. I'm so excited to let y'all see the finished result. So at this point, I'm going in with my Beetles brand black polish, and it does not take a lot. It just needs to be very smooth and make sure that you're filling in every area. So I like to go in and just work that polish all the way around the nail, and I try to be very careful when it comes to the top area of the squiggle because I don't want the polish to get on the acrylic. That's what helps that 3D gel look even more 3D. If you get that polish on the outer edge of that 3D texture, then it will create more of a smooth look instead of a ledge. So I'm very careful of how I paint that first ledge, but anything inside of that, we just make sure we fill in every little area because this black is what the chrome will stick to and, you know, get that true shine and true chrome payout. So I'm just going in with a nice even coat. It does not have to be thick at all. It can be as thin as you want it to be, actually, as long as you get every area polished. So I'm making sure not to have too much, painting only on that edge, and honestly, even the bottom portion will catch. You don't have to get so close with the brush because the chrome will stick to the rhinestone gel without the black, but the black just amplifies it and makes it even super shiny. So if you don't want to, you know, paint the ledge, you don't have to, but you will see a noticeable difference from something that has the black underneath the chrome versus just the clear being on the chrome. So yeah, I'm just gonna paint everything. I'm so used to it now and my clients love it. I have been adding this textured tip to a lot of my sets, and I will do a full finger of texture because my clients are now gravitating towards texture set, and I'm so in love with it. The fall is coming, so we about to have some fun, y'all. After my birthday break, of course, I am going on a birthday break. I take more breaks than anybody. Do y'all think so? I don't think so. Self-care is important. Mental health is important. And when you overextend and you're always available to the masses, you just got to take a step back and make sure that you are okay because you cannot pour from an empty cup. So I like to take care of myself. Self-care is important. So yeah, especially for my birthday girl. I'm getting up out of there. I don't care if I don't do a single thing. It won't be a nail that I'm doing. So yeah. We're just going to paint on this black. And I'm going to still do my double cure. Y'all know when I do chrome, I like to double cure the black because that is where you get that super shiny payout versus the grainy, gritty chrome look. So yeah. Our nail light said, baby, I don't want to work no more. So we're going to charge her up, get the rest of these tips painted black. And y'all, when y'all see that chrome go on, I don't even think the chrome going on was so good, but when I top coated the nails, oh my God, I almost fell out my chair. I really wanted to hold her hand and walk with her to her car and let her in the car because they were so pretty and delicate and perfect. Oh my god. Okay, let me stop rambling because y'all, it's 11 o'clock now. So I have been doing this hour-long voiceover for an hour. Yes, that's how long these things take. What the commercial say? Can we skip to the good part? Here is the chrome. I'm going to go ahead and rub her on. A little goes a long way. Just tap right into it, and y'all, that moment of silence was real because, yeah, yeah. And one thing I love about chrome, it's only going to stick to the gel polish that has the slip layers. So any of the areas that are dry, such as the acrylic base, is not going to stick to. So I can be as messy as possible, and I'm really just making sure that I push that chrome into the black so I get that shiny payout. So it does, you don't have to be perfect. Once you have double cured, just go ahead and rub that chrome all over all the texture and get it in every little pocket, nook and cranny. But just look how it's coming to life from that texture, from those extra dots that were added, and then just using that black, you're getting the best chrome payout. Those tips are so perfect. They're beautiful. I will wear these. I want them. So I'm just going to continue rubbing this chrome in on all of the nails. I am going to add a little red bling at the cuticle area of the nails and top coat, and we will be done. But just enjoy this chrome being put on this black because it's so satisfying. I really love what I do. I'm in the best seat in the house because this will do it for me every day. And after applying all my chrome and making sure I got it in every little inch and nook and cranny, I'm just going to take my duster brush and remove any of the excess, and it comes off so flawlessly. The work is done. You have nothing else to do, and the brush is so soft it's not disturbing the chrome at all. I'm sorry. So you don't have to worry about that. It's just so perfect. Look at it. Look at it. So I must have missed the clip where I added the bling, but I just did 3 red blings at the cuticle area on every finger except for the characters. And then once you go in with that top coat, the chrome goes from good to immaculate. Like, so wet. It looks so good. It adds to the characters and that extra splatter bling. I mean, that splatter blood. So good. Like, look at the painting. Look at the polish, the top coat. Look at it. I'm glad I got this to look back on in the future because I will never get over this set. And I have to have it on my hands. I'm sorry. I need it. But that top coat is doing what it needs to do, and that is Kiara Sky No Wipe Top Coat. So once we do the top coat, I'm going to make sure that I get a nice generous amount because I don't want any of the chrome to not be covered. And that will complete the set. We're going to add cuticle oil. Stay tuned for the grand reveal, and make sure you guys are following me on all my other platforms because y'all know the reels will be coming and they are all so fun. And yes, come and engage with me on my reels. Don't be shy. I do comment back to everybody. I'm always on every platform trying to make sure I comment back to you guys. So come over there and let me know that you came from YouTube, and let me know if you're going to recreate it, and also tag me because I still love to share you guys work on my Instagram stories. So make sure y'all tag me if y'all recreate any parts of this set. And yeah, stay tuned for the grand reveal. This was so fun. I'm reliving these nails all over again. I'm so sad she has gotten her nails done again, but it's her birthday too, so of course. They so pretty, look y'all, and they wet. Jesus, beautiful. And here is a little before and after. Goodness, oh my god, I just love my brand ambassador so much. Happy birthday to her. Happy Virgo season to my fellow Virgos. And if you love this set, then come on over and show me some love on my other socials. Bye.